The majority of them are black kids.
What the fuck?
How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Pretty OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real Talk Truth Seasons. Don't worry, I'll wait. And I know a lot of people get onto me, oh, Chris, you're always shouting at the parents. Oh, Chris. But I'm just sitting there saying, help me make it make sense. So these are normal kids right now. These are not gangbangers. These are not stabbers. This is not driller, man. These are normal kids running up and down, jumping on people's car. I don't know if it's this new gen, you know, but they don't have no respect. And I don't know if it's just these kids are just bad and they don't listen and they've got their own mind, or is it bad parenting? Which one is it? Because it doesn't make any sense. How can kids be jumping on cars and think that makes any sense? And these are what our kids are doing for fun. Now, I know some of you parents will be like, do you know what? My kids are so disciplined, all the rest of it. My kids wouldn't do that. But so many of us say that, oh, my kids are disciplined. But there's so many kids out there. So how many kids are disciplined and how many kids are not? And I'm not sitting there saying, don't chastise your child. I'm not sitting there saying, put bare hands on your child. But I'm sitting there saying to a level of respect, a level of making sure that they have sense of maturity. These kids are meant to be young teenagers coming on to young adults. Come on, you're not 12, you're not 10 years old, you're not 9 years old, where you don't understand about jumping on cars and all the rest of it. And what if there's a madman that jumps out of that car and decides to class your child, starts putting bare hands on your child because your child thought it was okay to smash his windscreen window because he's running up and down my man's car? What if it's someone in the sense of a paedophile or anyone or a child molester or someone that, you know, the ones there is trying to get young people? Any of them kids could have been dragged into a car. No one doesn't know about these situations in these scenarios, but we watch these kind of videos and we never kind of draw on the experience and say, do you know what? Let me start doing some more scenarios. Let me start putting my child into a situation where I start knowing who my children are. Now, I keep saying this to you guys. How much of you not know who your kids are? Don't worry, I'll wait. How many of you parents right now know your kids from front to back to front to front? You know all the good stuff. Oh, he loves this. Oh, he loves that. Oh, she's good at school. She does this. She does that. But what about the things where you can actually say, do you know what? My child might do that, you know. You know what? My child is another way, because we can all sit there and say our children don't act the way they act when they're with their parents. Fine, I get that. I understand that. But there's a time and a place where if you're not being observant or you're not peeping the game and all of a sudden your child's getting arrested. Hello? Alarm bells ringing, red flag. If your child's getting suspended. Teachers are calling up all the time. If you're seeing that your child's changing in the sense of their friendship group and they're staying out late and all the rest of it, if you're not peeping the game and saying, raw, like, my child is changing, don't sit there and be ignorant. Oh, it's not my child, and it's the people that he's hanging around with, and oh, they're being peer pressured, Chris, and oh, you know what it's like with the grooming. No, your child is bad, but you just don't want to admit it, or you just don't want to see it. So sometimes children can hide it very, very well, but 9 times out of 10, due to social media, due to everything else, all you have to do these days is pick up your kid's phone. There was a young person in my school that I'm teaching in right now, and the teacher found his phone. My man was smoking. My man was vaping. My man was taking drugs, selling drugs. My man was waving around with knives and all the rest of it. And this is like pictures and videos on his phone. Not on Snapchat, not need to go into some coded chat and all. This is just on their phones. So if you don't want to understand or anything, or you're just a little bit blasé because you're like, I want my child to be an adult, you are being naive and being ignorant. What I want you parents to do right now is, half term's coming up, know where your children are. Get them some activities. It seems like a lot of them are jumping up and down, and it's true, they ain't got nothing to do. But it's down to us to make sure that we're giving them activities. Don't just give them the money, the computer, social media and all the rest of it. Go and take them out somewhere. Go and do stuff as a family. Even though kids feel like they don't want to be around you, they do. They love substance like that, but 9 times out of 10, they don't know how to ask for it because sometimes we don't put it in place. The second thing that we need to do in half term, not be naive. Don't be naive this half term and think, not my child, not my child. When your child could get arrested, yeah, for GBH, for public disorder, for vandalism, for damages, all these kind of things. When you thinking your child is just gone out to the cinema, know where your children are. Check your child's phone. Third thing, basic, easy. Check your child's phone. When your child comes in today, yo, hand it over. Give me your phone. Let me go through your phone. Let me see what type of person that you are. Fourth thing, check in. Start talking to some of our kids and start understanding who your child is. Start throwing them out scenarios. Start trying to understand if your child needs that extra support. If your child's that person as a leader, and if they are leading, are they leading in the right way? If they are following, are they following the right people? These are substance of small little things that we should be doing, and not just allowing our kids just to run freely and thinking that they're going to figure it out themselves, which they won't. Please, guys, half term is coming, knife crime is rising, gangs is rising, grooming is rising. The kids are going to be out there having nothing to do. Don't make it be your child where you see on social media either being stabbed or causing some sort of disturbance within the community. What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.